Mona Stillwell made this desperate, frantic call from Woods Mill Drive near Lake Washington in January 2019. Barely anything is said directly to the dispatcher, and the chaos plays out in the call's background. For more true 911 calls, interviews, and updates, be sure to hit the subscribe button.
Malvern 911, what's the location to the emergency?
911, I need emergency right now.
Okay, stay on the phone. I need to get you through to medical. Don't hang up. Ma'am, who shot him? Ma'am, you said the mother. Brevard, we've got a gunshot victim, 3243 Woods Mill. Okay. Hello, ma'am. Ma'am.
No, please.
Did they say how many people were shot? She just said the father was, and she said several times that he may be dead. I'm going to stay on the line. Nobody's talking to me. Is anybody there?
Mommy!
Come on, baby.
Please come help me, please. Please. Please.
Come on, shoot me in the head. Come on, baby. Come on, shoot me in the head.
Jesus.
Come on, baby.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Yeah, you got it. You all right, baby? Can you do it? Come on now, listen.
Melbourne police arrived on the scene just after 3 o'clock on New Year's Day after receiving a call from the neighbor, Phil McMahon. He reported that he thought he had heard someone setting off fireworks until moments later. Father showed up at his doorstep, holding his hip where he had been shot, saying that he had been shot and urged Phil to call 911.
911, emergency. What's the location of your emergency?
Yeah, come in. Yeah, it's 3231. Woodsmill Drive. Come quick.
Okay, we've
It's
got.
on Woodsmill Drive.
Okay, we're getting multiple calls from that location. Are you there now?
Yes, I'm there now.
Did you witness the shooting?
Yes.
District 7 go.
Woodsmill Drive.
Okay, we got police and fire going. Are you with the person now?
They went to my house, but I
Up in there,
the house,
but you're on the call.
and I don't know if who's there.
Are you at the house?
I'm in the other house. It happened next door.
Okay, so you're not there. Who exactly was shot? Do you know?
No, I did not get shot. Like, come quick. It's 3231.
Okay, yeah, they're coming quick, sir. I got them on the way. I'm just trying to get additional information. You're not there. You don't see anybody.
Neighbors. No, my neighbor's there. They was next door, and this happened next door.
I understand.
Of my house.
But you didn't see anything. You just know about it, correct?
Yeah. I just walked briefly. There was a gentleman, and he's the one that was in there. I just hear shooting, and it was right next door.
Okay, all right. Well, we've got police and fire coming to you, sir, and stay inside, away from where it's occurring. All right?
Okay, here.
All right.
Here. Yeah, they have to put pressure on it.
Are you with the person now?
I'm with two people that got shot.
2 people got shot. Okay, I'm going to put you through to medical. They're going to give you assistance. Stay on the line with me. Don't hang up.
Heard loud noises from gunshots next door. Didn't know what it was. Yeah, I know, man. They're coming. There's the daughters and there's other kids there. We don't know their status. But there was a gentleman that was a gun that was doing open fire. They shot 2 of my neighbors. They got shot near the hips. They're in the house here, but I don't know about the rest of the people.
How old is the one person that was shot?
Both of them are like 50, 60. There's a female, male.
They're unconscious?
Yeah, they're conscious. We're just putting pressure on the wounded area.
Okay, and do we know how many other people are inside the house?
It's a daughter and kids.
How many kids?
How many kids? Let me ask. Do you know how many? You know who was there? How many? You're asking how many kids? A daughter and 2 children.
2 kids? Okay.
And it was actually her husband doing it.
Okay. All right. And you said you do direct pressure on the 2 people that were shot?
Yes. One is sitting down. The other gentleman, he should sit down, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're at your house? They're both at your house, but the shooting next door, is that correct?
Correct.
According to the police report, 39-year-old William Brian Stillwell crashed a small family gathering with a 9mm semi-automatic pistol and began to shoot. Both Mona's parents, Robert and Naima Snellgrove, were shot. Robert had been shot in the groin, and Naima was shot in the abdomen and the elbow. All 3 victims were transported to the nearest hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The couple's 2 5-year-old children were in the home at the time and witnessed the ordeal but were not injured. In the initial 911 call made by Mona, one of the twin children can be heard begging their father to put down the gun and pleading, "I don't want any of you to die. I don't want you to die." Neighbor Phil McMahon spoke to 6 News about the couple.
Been having some issues with her husband, and she was staying at her mother's house. And so he showed up with a gun, and he started shooting everybody.
Stillwell was arrested and taken to the Brevard County Jail and charged with 3 counts of felony attempted murder, child abuse, concealing a firearm, and home invasion without bond. There haven't been any further updates on this case, but the victims all fully recovered. In April 2018, 30-year-old Rachael Lynn Thomas of West Melbourne in Florida reportedly murdered her newborn twins by beating and strangling them to death. Thomas told police that she had only given birth to a little boy, but the hideous truth was revealed when a second body was found. During the 911 call, it sounded like a tragic accident.
911, where's your emergency? Spell that for me.
L-A-U-R.
Are you saying Rawlerson?
No, I'm saying Laurel. L-A-U.
Oh, okay. Laurel. Okay, I've got it now. Do you need police, fire, or medical?
I had a baby and then I passed out, and now the baby's not responding.
Okay, ma'am, you're talking really, really loud, and it's distorting your voice.
Okay, I had a baby, and then I passed out, and now the baby's not responding, and I don't know what to do.
Okay, let me put you right over to the ambulance. Don't hang up.
Fire rescue, what's the address of the emergency?
Laurel, Oak Street.
Okay, is that a house?
It's a duplex.
What's your name? What's the phone number you're calling from?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, tell me what happened.
I had a baby. My mom and them came, or my sister came to visit, so she took my 2 boys and stuff to the Chuck E. Cheese, and then, I had a sharp pain. I didn't know I was pregnant. I had periods. And then I passed out, and now the baby's not responding, and I don't know what to do.
How long ago did you deliver the baby?
I don't know. It's been a few hours, I think.
What was that?
I think it's been a couple hours. I don't know.
Okay, and is the child awake right now?
No, it's not doing anything in its phone.
What was that again? The phone's breaking up.
It's not doing anything, and it's cold, and it's blue.
Is it breathing at all?
No, I don't think so.
Is it a male or female? It's a what? Male? Okay, well, where is he right now? Are you with him right now? You got what? I can't hear what you're saying.
I got him wrapped in a towel, and I tried cleaning him off and everything, but he's not doing anything.
Okay, I'm going to tell you how to do CPR, okay?
Okay.
What you need to do is lay the baby flat on its back on the floor and remove any pillows.
Okay.
Kneel next to the baby and look in the mouth for any food or vomit.
I didn't see anything.
You don't see anything? Okay, now place your hand on the baby's forehead, the other hand under the neck. Tilt the baby's head back, and then slightly tilt the head back. Put your ear next to the baby's mouth and see if you can feel or hear any breathing.
Oh, I don't feel anything, and he's ice cold.
Okay, all right, I understand. I'm going to tell you how to give mouth to mouth, okay? What you need to do is with the baby's head slightly tilted back, completely cover the baby's mouth with your mouth and nose with your mouth. Then blow 2 puffs of air into the lungs, about 1 second each. Just enough to make the chest rise with each breath.
Nothing.
Okay, could you feel the air go in and out?
No.
You couldn't feel the air go in and out?
No, he's not doing anything.
All right, well, try tilting the baby's head back just a little bit more. Remember to completely cover the baby's mouth and nose with your mouth, and then blow 2 puffs of air into the lungs, about 1 second each, just enough to make the chest rise with each breath.
Okay, yes. It made a weird hissing sound.
Okay, but could you feel the air go in and out?
Yes.
Okay. Now listen carefully, and I'll tell you how to do chest compressions. Make sure the baby's flat on his back on the floor. Place 2 fingers on the breastbone in the center of the chest, right between the nipples. Push down 1 inch with only your fingers touching the chest. Pump the baby's chest rapidly 5 times, at least twice a second. Be sure to let the chest come all the way up in between the pumps, all right? And tell me when you're done.
5.
5 times.
2, 3, 4.
A little bit faster.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, now with your hand under the baby's neck and shoulders, slightly tilt the baby's head back again. Put your mouth over the baby's nose and mouth, and give 1 puff of air, and then pump the chest 5 more times.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. inside.
Okay. Do you need to open the door or can they get in?
Been trying to do CPR and stuff. I had him, and then I passed out in the bathroom. My sister, my mom, and my two boys were ill.
According to the police department officials, they were called to the Laurel Oak Street home Sunday, April 15th at 12:08 p.m. The 911 dispatcher gave Thomas instructions on how to give CPR to the newborn until first responders arrived. Thomas had claimed to have given birth to one child and then passed out, then found the little boy cold and blue when she woke up. The mother claimed she had not known that she was pregnant and birthed the baby boy on the toilet. She left work that day because of sharp pains. When authorities arrived, the child was rushed to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. When the accused's story kept changing, police found the body of a baby girl, the little boy's twin, dumped in a trash can outside her home. Thomas had only mentioned she gave birth to one baby, a boy. Trash had been thrown on top of the body in an attempt to hide baby Jane. Autopsies revealed that the babies were 38 weeks old and that they had both suffered severe trauma to the head. The umbilical cord was wrapped tightly around the girl's neck, and a foreign object was found lodged in her throat. The report also said the twins were born healthy babies and would have lived had it not been for their mother. Rachael Lynn Thomas was initially held on charges of child neglect, but 3 days later, she was arrested and charged with 1 count of premeditated first-degree murder, 2 counts of felony murder, and 2 counts of aggravated child abuse and was held without bond in the Brevard County Jail. Her internet search history was brought up in court. She had been looking up how to induce labor just days before. Prosecutors said this showed that she had, in fact, known she was pregnant. Her 2 little boys, aged 8 and 1, were placed into the custody of other family members by the Florida Department of Children and Families. 3 years later, in April 2021, the prosecution agreed to drop charges of first-degree premeditated murder that carried a potential death penalty in exchange for her guilty plea. She was sentenced to 50 years in prison for 2 counts of second-degree murder. She was transferred to the Florida Department of Corrections to carry out her sentence. On November 27, 2017, Adolphus Earl Kimry II told an emergency 911 operator that Mariah Woods, a 3-year-old, had disappeared. The caller was the child's mother, Christy Woods' boyfriend. He claimed that Mariah Woods had woken up during the night and that he had told her to go back to bed. He reported that he had left the door unlocked when he had left home for a short period that night and that when he came home, she was gone.
Ozark County 911, what's the address of the emergency?
Yes, ma'am. I'm at 2405 Dustin Gavin Road, Lot 7.
Could you repeat the address for verification, sir?
2405 Lot 7 Dustin Gavin Road.
And tell me exactly what happened.
She is nowhere to be found. We have looked everywhere in our house, in our yard, and our little girl she's missing.
Okay, how old is she, sir?
She's 3 years old.
Okay, so let me get some information from you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so when was the last time you seen her?
We went to bed last night. Everyone went to bed at the same time.
And what time is that, sir?
Maybe 8 o'clock, 8:30.
All right, let's get this information in the system. And you looked in the bedroom, under the bed, and everywhere, sir? Not able to?
Bedrooms, closets, under, and everywhere. We went to the house 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
In the yard. It's not like her to go outside at all. But not in the middle of the night or in the morning by herself.
Yes, and now does she have a physical, medical, or mental condition we need to be aware of?
She has muscular dystrophy. She's palsy. She goes down a lot. That's it. But otherwise, she's perfectly able.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I need to get a description. What race is she?
She's white, blonde hair, about 3 feet tall.
Do you know how much she weighs?
About 30 pounds.
Okay, does she have any characteristics on her face, like scars or birthmarks, anything?
Blue eyes. She's in her pajamas.
Okay. And what kind of PJs did you put her in, sir? What color? Do you remember?
They were pink.
Okay, and her name?
Her name is Mariah.
Mariah?
Woods.
Last name Woods?
Yes.
Okay. All right, sir. And who was the last person that you seen her with?
The last part, me and my girlfriend put her to bed right when we came in. We came in from a trip last night, and everybody went to bed at like 8:30 or 8 around that time.
Okay.
I can't say for sure because we usually go to bed at 7:30, but we're coming home from vacation.
Okay. And do you know anywhere that she might go at all, or neighbors or anywhere?
You know, we don't. We haven't been living here long. We don't have any neighbors that are friendly.
Okay. And has she been missing before, sir?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Did you see any personal items taken, like a blanket or a teddy bear that she might have?
You said this. No, nothing. She said. My girlfriend said that the pajamas that she was in are laying on the floor in there.
What's on the floor?
She said that the pajamas that she put her in.
So you're fading out, sir.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Now what were you saying?
She said that the pajamas she put her to bed in are laying beside her bed.
Okay. So she's not in the pink pajamas?
They're pink footy pajamas. I can't recall exactly what she went to bed in because I didn't dress her.
Okay. And you said they're on the floor?
Yes, sir, on the floor in her room.
And does she have any kind of trackable device with her, sir, like a tablet or anything that we can track GPS?
No.
And who has legal custody, sir?
Her mother, Christy Woods.
Is that with a K or a C?
With a K.
Okay. Now, was there any letters or anything left behind? Do you think anyone...
No, nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. It's just empty room.
Okay. And may I have your name, sir?
My name is Adultery.
I'm sorry, you said your first name is... You're fading out again, sir. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
And you said your name is?
It's Kimry.
Kimry?
Yes, Kimrey.
And last name?
Kimrey.
Okay, first name?
Adolphus, Adolphus.
Okay. Now just try to find a recent photo of her, sir. Make any list of friends or addresses, phone numbers that you feel that she may go to, or anyone that she knows in the area, so that she's familiar with. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Just try to locate her and have someone stay at home just in case she does return. If she is located, sir, give us a call back immediately, okay?
Okay.
We'll get her off the dispatch as soon as possible, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Woods' body was found less than a week later near Shelter Creek along Shaw Highway in Pender County, and Kimry was arrested for murder. A vigil was held for Mariah by their local church military, and civilian volunteers persevered searching for the missing girl. After 4 days of searching, the father of the victim, Alex Woods, reported to WSPA 7 News that he had a feeling that it was not looking good at all. On December 2, 2017, leads developed during the investigation that led a dive team to the Holly Shelter Creek Bridge. The community banded together during the search, many shocked by the disappearance. The child's mother, Christy Woods, appeared in the media multiple times prior to the discovery of the toddler's body, desperate for answers. The autopsy report by Dr. Karen Kelly found disturbing revelations about the death of the 3-year-old. According to the report, there was no history of sexual assault, and that Mariah died of chloroform toxicity after suffering traumatic injuries to her face. Her neck had been wrapped in 3 plastic bags, and her body had been placed inside a couch cushion cover weighed down with cement. Shortly after the body was found, Kimry was arrested and charged with first-degree murder and felony child abuse. He was held without bond. However, as the case was further investigated, Kimry was also charged with obstruction of justice, concealing a death, second-degree burglary, felony larceny, and possession of stolen property. His bond was set at $1 million. Kimry denied the charges. The child's mother has not been charged, and police reports state that she has been cooperating with the investigation. The case is still ongoing, and on April 20th, 2021, a new trial date was scheduled for November 8th, 2021. However, the defense has been pushing for a 2022 date, claiming that witnesses will not be available so close to the holidays. The date may be moved to 2022. In 2018, the state had filed for this to be a death penalty case, and according to District Attorney Ernie Lee, they are still seeking this. North Carolina Sheriff Hans Miller said, "The death of a child is always a sobering reminder of how fragile a life is. When the community is so deeply affected by such a horrific crime, it is sometimes difficult to not allow our emotions to influence the decisions that we make." 4 years after the brutal murder, the child's memorial still stands strong. In August 2018, Peggy Bowers, age 67, called 911 after she came home from grocery shopping to find her roommate, Joan Staub, covered in blood after being bludgeoned to death with a baseball bat.
911, what's your emergency?
I need an ambulance and the cops. Joan's full of blood, the baseball bat's full of blood. The front door was open.
Is anybody in the house?
I didn't see nobody, and I'll be damned if I'm looking.
So your home was broken into?
Undoubtedly so. The baseball bat's full of blood, laid on the floor, and Joan's face is covered in blood.
Who's covered in blood?
John Staub.
Okay, so he was inside the house?
It's a she.
She was inside the house?
Yeah, her whole face is covered with blood. She's laid in bed.
Is she breathing? Is she breathing?
Let me see. I don't know. Let me see. Her legs are hot. Joan. I don't know. Her whole face is covered in blood. I'm shaking her, but she's not answering me.
Okay, I'm getting the police on the way there.
And her telephones are gone.
You said the phones are gone?
Her 3 phones are gone. And her money clip that's got money, ID, first SIM card, all that's gone.
Okay, hold on one second.
Please don't hang up.
I got him on the way there. I got an ambulance on the way there also.
Please don't hang up.
I won't hang up.
I'm scared to go to the house.
The murder of Joan Staub, a well-known member of the community, shocked and distraught the Rosewood neighborhood. Staub was reportedly known as a giving and talkative person and was always willing to help her neighbors, and she had lived in Rosewood for decades. The motive for the killing and the events that led to the attack remains unknown, but the caller, Peggy Bowers, was arrested and charged with murder. According to people close to her, Bowers had a history of homelessness and mental health issues. Neighbors reported that Bowers was friendly but also had a volatile side. Community members had often assisted the elderly woman with a place to stay, One of those members was Joan Staub. Community members believed the pair were close friends, almost inseparable at a time. The coroner's report said the 57-year-old victim died from blunt force trauma to the head. DNA evidence collected on the scene led to Bowers' arrest, and she was taken into police custody. Although she was briefly released, her bond was revoked, and Bowers spent over 2 years in jail awaiting trial. A trial date had been set for later in 2021, but prosecution and defense instead worked out a plea deal known as an Alford plea. This plea maintains that Bowers did not commit the crime, but pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter to avoid court proceedings and the possibility of a longer sentence. According to the defense, this was the better solution at her age and mental health history. That's it for today. Don't forget to like this video if you found it interesting, and subscribe to join us in the next episode of True 911.